Coming up on this episode of Admiral Ocean, we check in on the hard work some fine arts students are putting in every day.
I'm very passionate in my music, not only with choir, but with musical theater as well.
We'll take a look at sports and news. We'll also have a look on how the library is more than just a shelf of books. Today is September 5th, 2025, and this is Admiral Ocean.
Good morning, Gulfport High. I'm Johnny Blake.
And I'm Julie McHugh. This is episode 2 of our 7th season of Admiral Ocean. Thanks for joining us. It's been a busy week here at GHS. Not only did we have 6 weeks exams this week, but student organizations have gotten up and running. Student Council held elections for the freshman class, welcoming 6 new students to represent 9th grade. Student Council has also announced their officers for this year. Ashira Peters is the president, Tavion Cooler is the vice president, Sadie Sutton is the treasurer, Bella Ballou is the secretary, Theo Patrick is the historian, and Iris Jordan is the digital media officer. Student Council is hard at work now getting things ready for homecoming week, which will be in October.
As you saw on last week's episode, HOSA and Health Science 2 are hosting the Fall Blood Drive next Monday, September 8th. The event will start at 8:30 Monday morning and will be in the AIG courtroom. If you are at least 16 years old, you can donate. All you need to do is sign up with a HOSA student or scan this QR code. Just be sure to eat and drink Monday morning before you donate. Donors will receive one of 4 limited edition Peanuts t-shirts as a thank you for giving. If you can, please donate. You never know how many lives you may save.
We want to help keep everybody up with things going on around us, not just here at GHS. Here's reporter Haley Coleman with a look on what's going on in the news.
Hello, Gulfport High. I'm Haley Coleman with your news update for what's going on in the world around us. First, let's look at what has been going on in the nation. Over the weekend, social media was flooded with rumors claiming that the president had died. On Twitter, hashtags like Trump is dead and where's Trump quickly went viral while millions of TikTok users created or watched videos speculating that Trump had passed away, suffered a stroke, or experienced another serious medical emergency. By Tuesday, however, Trump appeared live at the White House. Despite the viral rumors, he had been photographed by news outlets in the days prior. Addressing the frenzy, Trump said he had not personally seen the claims circulating about his death. Next is your update for the state news. Mississippi leaders are raising alarms over chronic absenteeism, defined as missing 10% of school days, about 2 per month. There's not really a lot of excuse for not sending your kid to school, said LT Gov. Delbert Holzman, warning that poor attendance threatens Mississippi future workforce. The state absentee rate hit 24.4 last year, nearly doubling the pre-pandemic low of 13% in 2019. Holzman had pushed for action, including higher payment for attendance officers, but proposals have stalled. And for news of the city of Gulfport. Apparently, someone thinks the Run and Try in Gulfport needs a drive-thru. A car slammed in the local store early yesterday morning. According to the owners, they were contacted by the police about 3 a.m. and told a woman had driven her car through the side of the store and then fled the scene. She was later found at her apartment and arrested. Also in our city, the countdown is on for Mississippi Gulf Coast's biggest annual celebration of classical cars, live music, and Southern hospitality. This year's Cruising the Coast is already shaping up to be one for the history books, with over 8,400 cruisers pre-registered. The excitement is higher than ever. That's all for your update this week. Keep watching Admiral Ocean and stay informed.
Several of the fall sports teams are well into their season, and the football team just had their season opener in what was the last season opening game for the Admirals to play at historic Milner Stadium. Here's reporter Nate Coleman with the latest on GHS Sports.
Good morning. I'm Nate Coleman, and here's a look at what's been going on in GHS Athletics. First, we'll update you on Admiral Golf. The Admirals had a strong showing at the Spud Invitational with a score of 307, finishing in 3rd place out of 20 teams. They held the lead towards the finish, but it slipped away with a few holes left. The team was led by Crosby Parker with an all-tournament team score of 72. Next is an update on the swim team. The boys placed 4th out of 15 teams, and girls were 7th out of 13 teams at the Coastal Invitational back on August 30th. This Wednesday, September 3rd, the girls placed 2nd and the boys tied for 1st at the tri-meet against Ocean Springs and Pascagoula. Here are the swimmers with South State cuts. David Descharnes in all 11 events. Finley Safley in the 200 individual medley relay, 200 freestyle relay, 400 freestyle relay, 100 butterfly stroke, 100 backstroke, and 100 freestyle. Jonathan Palma Palacios in 200 individual medley, 400 freestyle relay, 100 butterfly stroke, 100 backstroke, 100 freestyle relay, and 200 individual medley. Dante Locke in the 200 individual medley relay, 200 freestyle relay, 400 freestyle relay, and the 50 freestyle. Two middle school students, Tate Gunlock and Landry Bell, made the cut in the 50 freestyle. The swim team will have their senior night Tuesday, September 9th. Now, let's wrap up sports with football. The season started last week at home as the Admirals hosted Picayune in the annual Port City Bowl. The Admirals had a great start as they were the first to put points on the scoreboard with Cooper Crosby scoring a touchdown. The first quarter ended with the Admirals leading 7-0, but the Maroon Tide answered with a touchdown of their own midway in the second quarter. The Admirals blocked the point after the Maroon Tide took the lead just a few minutes later, until Cooper Crosby ran for a 40-yard touchdown to put the Admirals back in the lead. Just before halftime, Gulfport extended their lead with a touchdown pass to Cooper Gwynn. So the Admirals led 21-13 as the second half started. The second half, Picayune managed to clean up the issues they were having and really turned on their running game. Gulfport still gave them a fight as the score went back and forth. Gulfport took possession with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the game. The Admirals took the ball into Maroon Tide territory, but lost the ball and an interception with 16 seconds left on the clock, allowing Picayune to get the win and revenge for the loss Gulfport handed them last year. The final score from Milner Stadium was Picayune with 31 points and Gulfport with 28. No game tonight as this is the Admirals bye week, but the Admirals will be on the road next week traveling up to Laurel. You can catch the game on our Huddle TV channel or our Facebook.
Gulfport High School has been known for having some of the most talented students here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Reporter Elizabeth Folk takes us for a look into the choir program to see just how dedicated these talented singers are. Here's the story.
Gulfport High School is known for its strong academics, but it also has a bunch of talent, such as the choir program. There are 4 classes in the choir program, such as Bella Voce, Viva Voce, Gulfport Singers, and Madrigals.
He's a conjure, he's a rock. He likes your rock, he likes your rock, he likes your rock.
My favorite thing to do with choir is being able to communicate with different people and like make friends, and also just being able to sing and feel like myself. You see what I'm saying? Like choir is like a safe place for me, and I feel like just to being able to have friends to help me with music and just kind of communicate on different levels, and us being on different levels kind of make me get to a better place than I am, like a different level, like basic to basically supreme. Like it just helped me communicate and basically connect with other people.
While most people assume it's just a matter of showing up and singing, there are several auditions to go through for the different choirs.
For my first year, I didn't really make the cut, but for my second year when I auditioned, there were so many things we had to do. We had to sing a certain piece of music. It started off as a whole class, then it got lower and lower to, I believe, 8 people, then a quartet, and only a select few people were chosen to be a part of the Madrigals.
For many students, choir isn't just a high school extracurricular class. Some of these talented singers are looking at continuing their choir experience in college and even a career.
I definitely continue doing choir in college. For me, I want to go to school for vocal performance, so that's what I would major in. I'm very passionate in my music, not only with choir, but with musical theater as well. That's what I want to do. I'd love to be on Broadway or do something with singing. That's one of my biggest dreams.
Choir students are some of the hardest working people at GHS. They rehearse and perfect their skills all year long. Their dedication is evident at their competitions and in their concerts. Be sure to come see the choir in their fall concert Thursday, September 25th in the auditorium.
Just like any school, GHS has a library, but the library is often one of those overlooked, underestimated things on a high school campus. Reporter John Cochran talked to librarian Shayna Salentano to get some insights to what the library is beyond shelves of books. Here's the story.
Many people overlook the library as just a place to check out a book, but in reality, there's more that meets the eye.
Besides checking out a book, you can come in, sit and visit with your friends. We also have puzzles that students can freely work on throughout the day, a wide variety of magazines, and just come in and study.
And the library isn't just available during your lunch. You're free to visit and study anytime during the school day.
The library opens every morning at 8 o'clock. We close at 3:45. But if you're ever in a situation where you need to stay after school, just pop in and let me know and we can make those arrangements for you.
The library is an important place for many students that can receive several different resources and experiences.
The library is important because it gives students an opportunity to come and I try to keep it I try to keep it peaceful in here. Something outside of what's going on in the courtyard or the cafeteria. Students can come in, like I said earlier, and study, catch up on schoolwork, visit with friends. We also have a lot of resources for students, online resources that students can use. That's going to be a little bit more reliable than just Googling.
These different resources that the library offers helps to give students reliable information on topics that students are researching or on general information.
They've gone through a process to make sure that the information that's being shared to you or that you're looking for is information that's truthful and not just a Googled answer.
Besides researching information, the library is also a host for one of the many clubs that Gulfport High School has to offer.
So the book club, Miss White and I together run the book club. We are going to hold an interest meeting probably in September. Just listen for the announcement or check the newsletter for when that date is going to be. If you have any questions about it, though, you can always pop in and we can talk about it.
With the help of Ms. Celentano, the library continues to offer a place to not only check out a book, but a place to research, make friends, or to create memories.
As of this past Friday, August 29, 2025, Gulfport High had their very first pep rally of the year where students showed their school spirit and their neon attire. We wanted to know, what was their favorite thing about pep rallies?
I just love all the fun things that are going on. They got the lights going and everything. They turn off the lights and everything.
Energy and the colors and confetti and the spirit stick, most definitely.
The thing about pep rallies is just like the community that there is, like when everyone's just jumping around and stuff, and like just how much fun it is, like when everybody's just, screaming together for one common purpose.
When we all get to play the music, collab together, jump around, have fun, and I really like when they have the little games in there and the people who doing the games and stuff. That's my favorite thing.
Along with knowing their favorite things about school pep rallies, here are some things that students have done to show their school spirit.
School spirit by dressing out and doing what I'm supposed to do for dress out day.
Screaming at every school event and losing my voice after every single one of them.
That's all we have for today's episode. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube where you can catch current and past episodes of Admiral Ocean. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.